Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about sacrifices, and I'll be coming from 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 16 through 27. And it reads, Now 2 prostitutes came to the king and stood before him. One of them said, My lord, this woman and I live in the same house. I had a baby while she was there with me. The third day after my child was born, this woman also had a baby. We were alone. There was no one in the house but the two of us. During the night, this woman's son died because she lay on him. So she got up in the middle of the night and took my son from my side while I, your servant, was asleep. She put him by her breast and put her dead son by my breast. The next morning I got up to nurse my son and he was dead. But when I looked at him closely in the morning light, I saw that it wasn't the son I had born. The other woman said, No, the living one is my son. The dead one is yours. But the first one insisted, No, the dead one is yours. The living one is mine. And so they argued before the king. The king said, This one says, My son is alive and your son is dead, while that one says, No, your son is dead and mine is alive. Then the king said, Bring me a sword. So they brought a sword for the king. He then gave an order, Cut the living child into two and give half to one and half to the other. The woman whose son was alive was filled with compassion for her son and said to the king, Please, my lord, give her the living baby. Don't kill him. But the other said, Neither I nor you shall have him. Cut him in two. Then the king gave his ruling, Give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother. The first woman loved her son so much that she would sacrifice losing him to the other just to save his life. She was willing to allow this selfish woman full of trickery to have her baby. When the king said to cut the baby in half, the second woman agreed with stating, We both will have a dead baby. If that baby was truly hers, would she truly have been able to let that baby be killed based off of lies of another? Because of the first woman's love for her child and being willing to sacrifice losing the baby, she was rewarded back her child. Sacrifice means a loss or something you give up, usually for the sake of a better cause. It is apparent that sacrifice brings out real faith. When sacrificing, we have to be careful never to give with the selfish idea of receiving. But sacrifice is trusting God to replace what was given in His timing and in His way. Sacrifices we make can be with thanksgiving, in prayer and praise, with our gifts, with a broken and contrite heart, and of life. So I wanted to ask you guys on today, what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to sacrifice? In fasting, we are sacrificing something. We're giving up something that we love to do or love to have or love to eat in order to replace it with time with God. What are you sacrificing today? And I just wanted to come and give that word today because I felt like it was a now word. That in this season, we need to sacrifice some things in order to get a closer and more intimate relationship with God. We need to give up some things to make room for Him so that we will be in position and in alignment for the things that He have in store for us. God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, so that whosoever believed in Him should not perish, but they would have everlasting life. He sacrificed His Son. That is a great sacrifice. To give up your son for people who don't even acknowledge you. So again, my question is, what are you willing to sacrifice today? They say obedience is better than sacrifice, and that is true. So when God is asking you to fast, are you being obedient and are you sacrificing? I pray that this message have encouraged you guys on today. I pray that it has touched someone's heart on today. I pray that it has opened your mind, your heart, and your eyes to realize that in this season we have to sacrifice some things in order to receive some things physically and spiritually from the Lord. If you guys have any prayer requests, my email address is listed in the description box below. Please email me those prayer requests. If you would like to sow into the ministry, you can see how to do so in the description box below as well. And I pray that you guys be blessed and be a blessing.